Hello! I wonder if that sounds like, was it Julia Childs? Anyway, right, so I've got all these, what I feel like are wonderful posts lined up in my head about a variety of different topics. I still want to get to the happiness talk, which is huge, but here's what happened. Okay, so I had posted on Facebook that I had this really great insight when I was doing the radiation treatment. All right, so here's the genesis of all of this, is that I had received all kinds of people telling me that they're offering thoughts and prayers, and this is wonderful, and I don't discount it at all. I do know that for a lot of us, we have these good intentions of doing prayers or thoughts or whatever for other people, and then just life gets in the way. I mean, I'm a daily meditator, shoot for twice a day, and I have these very real intentions of offering thoughts and prayers to people that are that it could help. And then I just space it out. So I think that's not all that uncommon, that people make the statement, it is true, and then space it out. So anyway, with that established, I do think that there are people out there who are offering thoughts and prayers, and I do think it's working. The update is coming soon. I don't want to get into that because I made a Facebook post about this idea of convergence of love. So here's how this works, is that I typically will listen to a soothing kind of what they call a chill step. If you don't know about these things, they're pretty cool. They're very smart people sharing very smart philosophies and interesting insights that is put to music. So listen to those for all the way up until the last 10 minutes of my radiation. And then during the last 10 minutes of radiation, what I do is I imagine the beam in the general area of the tumor in white light. A lot of you have know that I do this forgiveness idea of sending white light to those that we have resentments for. I call it forgiveness, detached from the outcome. All love comes from the source. And so the idea being, whatever the will of that source is, be done for that person. In this case, for me. In this case, for the tumor, because I honestly do not know if what God wants, whatever God is for me to be called home, as it were, or to cease being on this plane. And I'm telling you, I've discussed this before, that's okay. All things considered, I'm in the hands of a benevolent creator, and so ultimately whatever the will of that creator is what's the important part of this whole thing. Now, I do hope that the will of the creator at this point in time includes my healing and continued life on this planet, especially with the wonderful things that have been happening during this time. It's pretty cool, really. In any case, so as I was laying there thinking about the proton beam doing its thing and hopefully sending this massive cootie into remission or wherever it goes, I was thinking, man, I've got all these great people who have said some version of their sending me thoughts and prayers. What if I asked people to do their thoughts and prayers at a specific time that I know that I'm going to be in the radiation treatment, and all of this convergence of positive thought and energy all at the same time focused on my throat area, you can imagine me in imagine just me in in this general area of my body, sending positive energy. It'd be like all of these different energies coming together at the same time, along with the proton radiation. So you get the idea probably by now what I'm suggesting. So I've set up specific times for treatment if you want to play along. So Fridays at about 7 a.m., Wednesday at about 7 p.m., and then I'm also going to toss in the idea of Saturdays at about 10. Reason for this is I still do my wonderful men's group, and I will ask in that setting for people to do that as well. And so, I'm not beyond being self-serving around this thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for, the assistance of others. And I love this idea. I mean, it's along the lines of, I don't know that prayer works. I don't know that there's spirit. I don't know that there's a God. I don't know that anybody really does. But I do believe fully that there's such thing as positive energy, and that as we send it to others, even if it doesn't help them, I know it helps me. So, and I believe that that applies to you. So even the act of doing this as a strategy for helping yours truly would be a benefit for you. And I fully believe that. And I also fully believe that it'd be a benefit for me. But that's really speculation. But, can't hurt. And that's the big idea, is that it might really be a great experiment in wellness. Maybe this will help me to not have as many side effects, because the cancer gets blasted a little bit more because of your wonderful thoughts and prayers. So there you go. I'd love to have you play along. I'm going to send out some text messages with this. I'm going to send out some emails with this. It sounds kind of cool. So I hope you think so too, and I hope you join me on we'll call it a spiritual / prayer / healing / get rid of the cancer for Dakota plane level. Now, with that said, I'm going to stop the recording so I know that I don't screw it up, and then do an update on my health. So, thanks. Bye.